The Kenyan culture, they all believe that when you eat your greens, it makes you stronger.
Look at
I want to eat that.
Are you trying to encourage?
It's calamari without.
Are you trying to encourage all the kids out there to confront their fears or to let their fears stop their progress?
Jordan, you inspire so many children to not be scared of animals.
Hold on. Don't give me the encouragement. It doesn't work. Hold on. All right. I think it's all right. Here we go.
Kenya, Somalia, and Ethiopia. What comes to mind when you think of food from these countries? If you don't know, then get ready, because they're all delicious. We're having an East African feast joined by our friends Jordan Dakers and Jordan Veasley. Growing up in the Seattle area, we did have some friends from these backgrounds, but I don't think we've ever really delved into the cuisines. Which one is the best in our opinion? Let's find out. All right, man, we are here with Jordan Veasley and Jordan Dakers. Thank you guys for joining us today. And our first spot on our East African food crawl is gonna be Kenyan food at Rafiki Restaurant and Lounge in Kent.
Yo, I've never had Kenyan food before, but yeah, I just never had it.
It's the first time for me too.
I don't think I've ever had it, bro. Honestly.
So guys, today we're gonna be hitting up Kenyan food, we got Somali food, and we got Ethiopian food. So it's gonna be this whole thing, guys.
And then I guess Jordan, you can tell us about the animals on the horn.
Yeah, you're.
I guess I can. I mean, I know my zebras and my lions, and
what about your
JD's gonna tell us about the animals, and then JD can spin the soundtrack.
Oh wow. Well, actually, let's go. All right, we're here at Rafiki and we are starting off with some appetizers. And you guys have not had any of these.
Nothing.
I mean, this one looks familiar, but I feel like a samosa is almost like a noodle dish. Like everybody got a noodle dish, but or a rice dish or something. So this samosa, this triangular wrapping. To accompany it, we got some Tusker Kenyan beer. Yo, Jordan, you said you had this before?
I've had it before. It's very smooth.
Okay.
It's very it's almost classified as like a light beer almost.
Yeah.
Did you get it because it had
an elephant on it?
Yeah, because you get it.
Yes.
Kenyan samosa.
It reminds me the most of a Jamaican patty.
Okay.
Because of the flaky crust, of course.
And Jordan, we did a Jamaican food episode a couple years ago, but like I feel like even the Caribbean obviously does have a lot of like African influence.
No, absolutely. I mean, for us, we have the patties. The Trinidadian roti is also really popular in the same boat.
You want to put that in some cocoa bread?
I bet it would taste good though. I bet it would taste good.
This is your opportunity.
Oh, stop! No, this is kind of like a fry bread.
Mandazi. It tastes like a sweet chalupa.
Yeah.
or
which is a fried bread, by the way.
Yeah.
It's dense like a chalupa, but it's much thicker.
All right, guys, we're gonna just add on the Kenyan sausage.
I feel like that paprika. It's like like nutmeg.
It's like softer. It's not as grainy.
That's nutmeg.
Yeah, nutmeg. It's like it has like a slightly like sweet
Where's that
kick to it.
Okay, we got our three main entrees here. This is the samaki kanga, the fried tilapia fish. This is the buzi choma, the grilled goat. This is the kuku chicken, this is the curry chicken. Nyama kanga, the fried beef stew. This is the matumbo stew, this is a goat stomach stew. Man, I feel like all cultures eat tilapia.
It's more of they call it an invasive fish, invasive species, so it takes over and they kind of just reproduce and they're everywhere.
So they are everywhere, that's why.
Yeah.
Sukuma wiki appears on every dishes because in the Kenyan culture, they all believe that when you eat your greens, it makes you stronger. It's supposed to carry you out throughout the whole week.
Sukuma wiki.
To take this.
Sweet, a little salty. What are you guys going with next? Ugali and the fish?
Oh yes.
Trying the fish.
I'm packing everything onto a bite of the fish actually.
You did say that too. It's very thick.
It's like a thick flour cake. It's really
Is it maize?
It's actually cornmeal. Yo, you can fry it. That tilapia was cooked perfectly.
How was it? I was gonna say I enjoy the tilapia.
I enjoy the tilapia, and you're right. I don't typically that's not my favorite fish. You know what I mean? But this was done really, really well.
This is like the fried beef stew. So here you have chapati, which is like their flatbread, their roti. I think Indians eat something very similar. So there is some shared
Naan. Looks like naan.
Naan, but they also have a chapati too.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
they do have a
they have something that's called chapati. So nyama kanga.
Would you say it almost reminds you of something more Western? At least in your mind.
Yeah.
Stewy, yeah.
Very tomato stew. That flatbread is really dense, but it really holds together. It's almost like a very almost dual tortilla.
Like it's good, savory, beautiful flavor. It's very it flows. Does that make sense? It just goes down the palate.
Buzi choma. This is how you do it?
That goes.
I've actually never had grilled goat before. I've had it only in stew.
Yeah, it's very chewy and very meaty.
Yo guys, here we have the
Yo,
Here,
JB,
Jordan.
you was super excited to try this earlier.
Jordan. Yeah, you were just talking about how much you love goat stomach and tripe and everything like that. We're gonna go with you last. All right? How about this?
Hey, why don't you take the rest of that beer along with that?
Yeah, honestly, bro, I gotta hold it. I need more of that. Go ahead and
Yes.
knock
You
that
get down
out.
with goat stomach? Is this reaching that level where it's a little bit of a weird cut?
No, not at all. I mean, you had cow tongue, then yeah.
Okay. Here's my thing. Intestines, I'm usually a no-go, but stomachs, I'm there for. Intestines is...
look at
I don't want to eat stomachs, but
No, see,
if it's tripe,
We are gonna try it and then put the pressure on JB.
Tripe does...
I work with these animals, right? And like I see what they put in their stomachs. So I mean, it's healthy stuff. It's good stuff. But like,
Don't you feed them?
Okay,
Like,
if
if
you
you-
bring up the
listen, listen.
zookeeper excuse now.
listen.
Oh yeah, well,
Do you know what a fermenter is? You know what fermentation
Is this gonna ruin the meal?
It
if
might.
You tell us?
It might.
You know what? I'm gonna eat this
Go
first.
ahead.
Eat
Go
this
ahead.
first.
Eat this first. Eat this
All
first.
right.
You're not gonna repeat? You're not gonna have it?
Oh God, bro! Like this. I'm way better at trying stuff nowadays. But
Come on, bro. We're not back in school anymore.
I think for me, it's more about the thought of what's like it's in my head. Like the image
Well, you know
of
what it is
I know
now.
what it is.
Are you
I'm
trying
like,
to encourage?
It's calamari without.
Are you trying to encourage all the kids out there to confront their fears, or to let their fears
Come on.
stop their progress?
Jordan, you inspire so many children
honestly,
to
bro,
not be scared of
okay,
animals.
hold on. Don't give me the encouragement.
Stop.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Hold on. All right. I think it's already. Here we go.
It's not that bad.
Really
The flavor
savory.
is good.
It's great.
To me, it's almost like a fatty tendon or a fatty meat piece, but without maybe some of the fatty coating. Bro, because you have that fat coats your mouth when it gets liquefied.
It gets like really chewy when it's fatty, but this one like goes down smooth.
So far, the Kenyan food we've had, there is clearly some crossover with Indian food, right? And this is no different. We have kuku curry, which is a chicken curry.
Do you guys want the chai with the cream or without the cream?
If you give me cream, that lactose might kick in. You know what I mean?
I heard
Kuku curry.
There's like a deep chicken flavor. It's almost like chicken cooked in chicken.
That's been sitting in the pot marinated for like hours.
It really depends on where you are at from Kenya, right? Because, and that's the way with a lot of countries, if they border other countries, the areas of that country next to the borders are gonna eat different food than the center of the country.
Right.
All right, so we just had 5 Kenyan entrees, and I thought they were all really good, really stewy.
I mean, I'm a fish guy personally, so like, I mean, tilapia is always going to be like a go-to for me, but the fried goat was really, really, really good. So if I had a favorite, it's kind of a toss-up right now between these two.
I can see the bone marrow melting right there in between the bone. Let me just show you.
My favorite actually is that is the beef stew.
Mandazi in the
No,
yam.
you gotta dip more than that. More than
Dip it,
that.
dip it, dip it, dip it. It's good. Yo, that
right there?
mandazi is
Bro.
crazy.
That's what I'm going with that too.
Anytime I see a different style of curry that I haven't had before,
No, that is true.
I'm just
It is
blown
true.
away. Try the coffee, try the coffee. You'll feel the deepness of the flavor. It's strong. Yeah.
Chai has a very strong tingly.
I think Kenyan food, I think if you guys get the chance, man, definitely try Kenyan food. All right, so we just finished up with the Kenyan restaurant. We are here, we have the table set up, and we have a spread of Somalian food. All right, so do you guys have any experience with Somali food?
This might be like my first actual time having a full spread like this because I grew up with a lot of Somalian friends.
I have had Somalian pasta once, and it was so good. I've been looking forward to trying it again.
I'm down to just get into it. Here we have a beef pasta, and then here, this is where, these are the side dishes that we're gonna be eating with injera, which is also eaten in like Ethiopia and Eritrea. And then we have goat, we have chicken pasta, we have sambusas, which are kind of like somewhat samosas, and then we have lamb over rice. So during a Somalian meal, it's very common to also eat a banana.
How do we recognize goat? Because everybody else was kind of like, we kind of were unsure, but you were like, no, that's goat.
Well, for me personally, I know it from the bone structure, just because like when we eat our goat, it's not necessarily like a big slab of it, they're more chopped up. So like when I was looking at this certain side of it with the beef sticking out, and also when you start tearing it apart, the darker meat that has like a chicken texture to it, but it's darker. Yeah.
So I've worked with goats before, you know, and as a zookeeper, and I've actually never seen the inside of their leg. So, you know, this is kind of a first for me.
Goat shake.
I like goat a lot too, but it could go bad. Like goat to me is like, you gotta know how to cook it right.
No, I would agree. I feel like in a lot of meats that way, but it's just, I'm more of a dark meat fan. So that kind of works for me too.
It's up right on my alley. It's pretty good.
Ooh.
It's not bad at all, actually.
This piece looks great.
Like I told you,
It's very juicy.
Can't go wrong
You know what
with
it reminds me of? Weird, but it reminds me of the turkey legs from like Disneyland.
Yo, I gotta see JV with this sauce right here. Look at JV's face, man.
Try a little bit. It's a little spicy.
No.
10 out of 10 if you ask me. Go fan.
Our next dish of the Somali food, we got the injera. Now, injera is, I think, most famously known to be part of Ethiopian cuisine.
Yeah, Ethiopian and Eritrean.
But Ethiopian and Eritrean cuisine. But in this region, you know, since they're all neighbors, like Somalian people do eat injera too. Do they call it injera? Do you know?
Yeah, it's a term I think everybody uses.
If you got this at the restaurant, they would be putting all these little dollops of food.
It would look like this.
On a platter.
Yeah.
On the platter, as you guys have seen this before.
But we could do a mini version.
We're doing a mini version, so
Okay, so
why don't you guys scoop it? Everybody just scoop what they want.
I've dipped the banana in hot sauce. I'm gonna just go ahead and
just throw that on there. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Somali injera.
So yeah, you take a piece and then you kind of scoop it with different parts of it.
So you can yeah. I mean, it's pretty common to eat everything together.
Right. It's pretty common to eat it all together. So you scoop it and then you eat. Right.
Okay.
Injera is one of those things that's so unique. It's a little sour, but it's fluffy and spongy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like refreshing. Kind of gives me almost like a vinegar briny flavor. That banana was kind of key.
I guess a funny story I learned with eating injera once was that apparently it's bad to eat with your left hand, which is tough for me because I'm left-handed. So I had it with friends and family, and then they kind of gave me funny looks about it. It's like, oh, and then someone had to school me and tell me like, hey, just for reference, you know.
Even culturally, even in like Indonesia where they eat with their hands and stuff, it's more common with your right hand. I don't know. It's a right-handed world. What can I say?
Yeah.
David's been waiting for this
10 years.
Somali pasta for 10 years, bro.
Why? Beef and chicken sukar pasta.
The way they cook their tomatoes at this restaurant, this Somali restaurant,
It's fresh. It tastes very, very fresh.
We're moving on to chicken.
I gotta tell you,
Spicy, right?
the chicken is not as spicy as you think.
The noodles from the chicken one seem a little more plain and not as like overly seasoned.
I'm gonna try it with the injera out of curiosity.
Okay.
Go for it.
Carb on carb, but I like it. You know why you do it? You know why you did that? Because Jamaicans do that. They put the beef patty inside of a bun.
It just seems a little excessive.
Don't knock me till you try it.
Right.
You can't tell me a patty with cocoa bread, which is your beef on bread on bread.
I guarantee I'll probably like it. I know I'll probably like it, but I just know it's a little much.
It's like a pastry in a roll.
You don't care because it's delicious.
Lamb and rice and sambusa. So get this lamb and rice.
Dude, just get this lamb right. This lamb was good.
Low-key, I'm more of a, I think I might be the goat guy though.
So I gotta say, guys, this right off the bat, aesthetically, it kind of looks like lamb biryani. The Indian dish where it's kind of like tossed rice.
The lamb is definitely, it's tasty.
Given the amount of media representation that, you know, Somalian people get, there's not a lot of it. I didn't know the food was so good. I think you guys gotta try it.
Sambusa.
That was the most herbaceous samosa-like triangle I've personally had.
Hey, JD, just do what you want to do. Wrap it in the injera.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I thought about it, but no, I'm not.
I know it was
a thought, right? He said,
I don't think I don't think it'd be bad. Hold on one second.
bro, that's still kicking you.
As much as I enjoy the lamb, I gotta go with the goat.
The lamb is good, but there's a lot. I've had other dishes that tasted like that. I've never had something where the goat was falling off the bone. And actually, guys, with the addition of the banana, because I like a little like sweet, fruity things with my meals, I thought it fit really well.
Somalian food is very light, very easy to eat. It has a lot of flavor, but it like not like it doesn't knock you out.
And when you really sit back and look at it, a lot of this stuff doesn't look as foreign as, you know, your mind might want to tell you from a place that you don't really know too well. Like, we're looking at some of the lentils and the greens. I'm like, oh, these are things that we have back home.
All right, we have an injera feast from Ethiopia right now. We have so many different dishes. We have the veggie combos. We have the beef tibs.
Well, we gotta peel back the layers, guys, just to show them.
Show them what's inside. Oh my goodness!
Oh, it's like revealing.
It's like
exactly. It's literally a plate.
This is very, very foreign to me personally. I'm not very familiar with Ethiopian food. So
we're here to walk
walk me through it.
We're walking with you.
know.
So we're gonna make our own small
Yeah, so-
injera plate.
We're just gonna
Alright.
be making your own dishes. Take what you like, a little bit of everything.
Wow, I run lots of beef. Trypophobia? Are you OCD and you have trypophobia? Quit playing.
Bro, I'm a weird dude, bro.
I'll let JD lead this.
JD.
Because I guess I don't want to put your business out there, but you used to date an Ethiopian girl, right?
She was a retrain. She was a retrain.
She's a retrain. I'm sorry.
Retrain.
I mean, it looks kind of similar, but way more different selection.
It looks heavier.
Okay, that's a good point.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It
It's a lot more
Fair,
colorful.
It looks. Yeah, it looks.
I mean, it just looks cool. You have everything on the plate here, and man,
Let's get into it.
JD
I mean, hands
going
first.
hands first.
I'm gonna start off with this potato and the carrot.
Yeah.
Veggie combo.
Veggie combo.
I'm gonna follow that with another veggie combo. I'm gonna go with the lentils. The greens and the lentils.
All right, JD, you kept talking about the egg. I'm going at the egg right now.
Dude, that's good. That veggie combo was really good. I was kind of eating the injera bread on its own, and I was kind of like, oh, kind of sour, I don't know. But once you get it with the filling, something magical happens.
You gotta have to mix everything together. That's the best way to do it.
There's this Indonesian dish, and we'll pop up the picture right here, called nasi bungkus. It actually kind of very similar. When I wrap the injera in the veggie one, it kind of reminds me of a Trinidadian double.
A roti.
Okay.
Yeah, reminds me of a double.
All right, here we got some Ethiopian coffee. Actually, Ethiopia is one of the oldest civilizations to have coffee. And you know, a lot of the, cool hipster coffee beans are coming from Africa now.
Yes.
A lot of, can I get the Kenyan
Try it.
bean, the Ethiopian coffee? Yeah. Ethiopian coffee.
Ooh, that's
good.
authentic. Yeah.
That's cool. They
good.
put a little bit of milk in there for us.
Yep.
Not bad.
It's very thick too. It's thicker than like normal, what you would like American coffee.
So this is very strong. Cheers.
Personally, I prefer the Somalian food. I just think it was a little easier for me to eat personally. But one thing I did like about this style of Ethiopian food was the beef tibs. And this guy right here, I forget what this is.
Good.
The fib. The tib and the fib. I don't know. Mumble rap.
Personally, I really do like the injera from Ethiopia. Like,
Yeah,
just all the mix of
I preferred it
lentils.
too. I liked it.
Yeah, the mix of everything was really, really good. So I like the variation in this food.
As far as the Ethiopian cuisine that we had, the vegetables really shined. And the meat was really good too, but I thought the vegetables were like shining above all other vegetables. And then for the Somali food, obviously the goat pieces, the big pieces of meat were kind of what we enjoyed the most.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching that epic East African food crawl. We tried to cover as much as we could that was just available in a very small area. We went to Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia.
We got the name of
What does
Rafiki.
Rafiki
Rafiki means friend in Swahili.
And Simba. Simba means lion.
Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you about that. Yeah, Simba means lion in Swahili, which is why they chose the name Simba for the Lion King.
The food we had, the Kenyan food, was very like stewy and very savory, but very easy to eat. And then the Somali food was a little bit more like tomato-y based with a lot of the grilled meats.
Yeah.
And then the Ethiopian food was very like vegetable / a little bit of sour because the injera was very sour when we're eating it. And I just think to have all those different like flavors, and I'm not saying those words sum up the entire cuisine, but at least of what we ate, that's generally how I would describe it. And it was just like, and be able to put it on camera, I thought was so cool. And so I would recommend everybody out there, like if you get the chance to try any of these cuisines, I mean, go out there and try it.
I wasn't going to go and find and say, hey, look, today I'm getting Ethiopian food. That just never really crossed my mind.
I mean, now at this, in 2020, you can get these dishes. So, anything you want to plug? Mr. Zoo Man? Zoolander.
You can find me at Jungle Jordan 23 on all platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
TikTok.
Wow. Your boy got a TikTok now. So I'm hitting all the.
I'm on Instagram, DJ Just Jordan. Follow the team too, Fancy Leaf DJs. They'll find a lot of videos of me mixing, doing funny skits, trying to incorporate jokes into my routines, as well as some off-the-wall ideas. Flipped a reggae song into another song. And just kind of mash culture. That's my thing.
Yes. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching us. In the comments down below, you let us know what your favorite East African dish is. It could be from just a number of countries. And also let us know another cuisine that we should look out for. Maybe it's West African food or South African food, whatever it is, you guys let us know in the comments down below. And until next time, we out.
Peace.
Hey,
being from a culture that has a beef curry patty,
Yeah.
tell us about the compare and contrast, man.
The curry patty isn't as seasoned as this one is, for sure. But they're they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar.
JD, just do what you want to do. Wrap it in the injera.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I thought about it, but no, I'm